Right now, residents of Katlehong in Gauteng's East Rand say they fear for their lives. This as more sinkholes continue to open in the area. Some residents say government isn't listening to their calls to be relocated. Let's get you more details now with our reporter Manqoba Mchunu, who is on the ground. He's been going around numerous parts of the Katlehong area to view all these houses. Manqoba, earlier on you show us quite horrific scenes in terms of how cracked people's homes are. And I see you outside the offices of the city of Ekurhuleni. They have no mayor at the moment, but what are government officials telling you?
Well, Masiko, we're going to be speaking to Zweli Dlamini, who's a spokesperson of Ekurhuleni, in just a short while. But just to give you a sense of what residents have been telling us in Mapanga section, as well as Kosada, is that these cracks or the sinkholes that had started in their areas, they're saying that it's a long-standing issue. It started a few years ago. They have been reporting some of them to the municipality, but they're saying that nothing has, happened in terms of trying to fix those sinkholes. We know that some of the families were relocated to other homes, but they're saying that they're not happy as far as those relocations are concerned. Some of them saying that they have actually gone back to their houses because the houses were left unattended and that some of their properties were vandalized by criminals. So that's the reason why they're saying that they don't want to move from those areas. They want the city to fix the very houses that they're saying are currently in a state of disrepair. But let me speak to Zweli just to get a sense from the municipality what they're doing about it. Zweli, thank you for your time. So what's happening with the issue of these sinkholes? We know it's something that happened quite a few months ago, but residents are saying that you are doing nothing.
No, it's very unfortunate, but also coincidental, Manqoba, that you mentioned the fact that they are saying we've done nothing, but they are also saying we've relocated them. That's a very sharp contrast. In actual fact, we are aware of the issue of the sinkholes in the particular area. That is why when we assess the situation, our turnaround time to sinkholes as and when they are reported is actually 24 hours. So as soon as we realize that this is dangerous to the person involved or to the family involved, we determine whether to relocate them or whether there is a need for them to keep on staying because it's still safer to stay there. In this particular instance, we are talking 4 houses that are affected, 2 of which we had to relocate the occupants because it was very critical that we do so, because we realized the danger that was.
So these residents are saying that the houses that you've moved them to, they're also not safe.
The houses that we've moved them to are very safe. Maybe it could be the issue of saying the people are not comfortable because it's not the very same space where they were, where they had gotten accustomed to. This is now a new house, but it's temporary until such time that we actually deal with the issue that they are faced with. We are busy with investigations right now to determine whether we can still rehabilitate the space where they are at or whether there will be a need to permanently relocate them. Unfortunately, this is science we're talking about. It never happens overnight, but we're doing our best to actually ensure that we speed up the process. I must also emphasize that we would like to appeal to members of the public that when we move them to a place of safety, it's for their own safety and good that we move them there. We are quite aware that their lives are in danger. We are quite aware that they are comfortable in the houses where they belong, but when their lives are at risk, as a municipality, we must actually intervene, and would like community leaders and other members of the public, when they see potholes, they must just come forward and report them to us so that we can be able to intervene as soon as possible. As I'm speaking to you right now, Manqoba, we are faced with a situation where we've got over 100 sinkholes that have been reported. We are dealing with the situation as we move along, and we are doing our best to make sure that people's lives and properties are actually looked after.
What's taking so long, though? Because some of those in Thokoza, for example, were reported earlier, but they're saying that nothing is being done.
Actually, that would not be true. The fact that we were able to move the people to a place of safety from where they are demonstrates to you that we actually took the issue up as soon as it was reported to us. As I'm talking to you right now, we've got a budget of round about 50 million rands that is actually set aside to actually deal with the issue of sinkholes. So we are dealing with the issue there, but like I'm saying, this is not like a pothole where you just go there, you fill in the sinkhole, you close it up. You look at the bigger risk. For instance, this sinkhole did not develop in these particular houses. It actually developed, it started on a road, and then it affected them underneath the surface. So ours is to actually put teams in place to do the work. As I'm talking to you, we've got people who are there 24/7 monitoring the situation and giving us updates in terms of what needs to be done. Yes, we may have moved a little bit faster, but there is also the issues of COVID. You remember, this was reported in 2019 June, then we had 2020, which was a lull, and half of 2021, that was a lull. But as soon as we were able to move, we've been moving, and we're doing our best to make sure that we resolve the matter as soon as possible.
Okay, will you have a mayor by Wednesday here in Ekurhuleni?
That's a very interesting one. Let's wait for Wednesday and we shall see.
Okay, thank you, Zweli. Dlamini speaking to us there, Masiko, just giving us their reaction as a city. Of course, they're saying that they have taken measures as far as this issue is concerned. They've tried to relocate some of those residents, but it's the residents themselves, they say, that have opted to go back. But when you speak to residents, Masiko, they are telling you that the issue of the fact that they have grown in those houses, they've lived in those houses their whole lives, and so some of them saying that they are hoping that the city will do the right thing and fix their homes so that they can continue living there. So the city saying, Masiko, something is being done about this to try and address it.
All right, Manqoba Mchunu live for us in the city of Ekurhuleni. Let's leave it there for now.